welcome back, guys. I know the last episode was pretty long, but I kind of want like to have them somewhat self-contained. And well, if you watched last episode, then you kind of get why it was self-contained. All right. Well, for you, it's probably been a week. For me, well, it just happened. That's rough. But I feel like I called that. Like I really, really called that 100%. And I'm gonna be honest. If I find out that I had a way of disarming that in time, I know some of you out there is gonna troll and just say it whether you can or you can't. But if you could have turned that off in time and I died of dehydration, I'm gonna be pretty broken up. But from the radio transmission that I got in the last episode towards the end before we raced over here, I do feel like there is a lot more plot, and this game is going to get a lot scarier from because like I have a weird love hate relationship with water. This to me is the most beautiful thing in the world. I love it. I love the freedom of movement to be able to go in any direction I want. It's like flying, but we aren't able to fly. And so like I love that. And I love like just the feeling, I love the serenity, like the peace that's there, the way that sound travels differently. I just absolutely love water. However, there's too much of a good thing. I even like lakes growing up. I struggled with not a fear of open water. I guess so. Like just a fear of shit being in the water. And so if I don't know what lives in each place, then I don't like being there. Right? If I'm in the ocean, for example, I don't like the ocean because the ocean can be a lot of things. Um, and I know that the ocean has things that are not safe, even if you like go to the beach or whatever. And I'm not coastal, right? Like I've lived around lakes and rivers and like that and ponds and stuff. Like I never really have done oceans besides one time when I was younger. And even then, when I was younger, there were sharks that were like literally on the beach, like hanging out, swimming around, and so like it sketched me out. Um, Lakes are better for me now because I know that there's only one thing, at least in my area, that I have to be really worried about, which is there's like fish that bite, essentially. Like they're not gonna try and kill me, and they're not gonna try and eat me, but they could bite you. Like they're a little aggressive. So like yeah, once I learn all that stuff, it's like okay, so there's one type of fish that might nick me or whatever and piss me off, but besides that, everything else is pretty chill. And so then now I'm fine. Like I don't care. But yeah, the issue with the ocean is it's just like the ocean like kind of have so many things just like even on the beaches like sharks and different things like that and like all in all sharks are pretty, I don't want to say harmless to humans, but they're generally pretty chill because we're bigger, we're like more annoying to hunt, um, and we're like less accessible. And usually, like from what I've been told or what I've learned, most shark attacks are generally when sharks are either very confused, they feel like they're like kind of being like intimidated or approached on. They're a wild animal, they're a wild predator. And so, it's very easy for them to be like, wait, what the heck is going on? This is freaking me out. And they can lash out. It's just like any other predator that you meet on. And sometimes they get confused. They think like you're on a surfboard, they think you're a seal, that sort of thing, right? So I understand all those. But the thing that like the thing that confuses me is or not confuses me, sorry, I was kind of distracted by this. But yeah, the thing that sketches me out is like there are conditions outside of that. Like, yeah, sure, most sharks are probably vibing, wanting to have a swim with their buds, the humans, and that's it. It's pretty innocent. But, like, I don't know the areas that have sharks. Like, I don't live there. I don't like know, you know, the bad areas. But I also don't know, like, are they currently having a hard time? Because like if they're very hungry, they're gonna lash out. They're gonna like take what they can get, right? And there's certain breeds of sharks and stuff too. That just like, I believe like tiger shark is a good example, where it's just like they will just go ham. Like they'll eat anything. But they're generally not on beaches, as far as I know. I'm sure that, like, I wonder if there are enthusiasts out there um, who are like near oceans or know things well and stuff that are able to confirm or deny if beaches are chill, you know. I'm sure enough people swim in them that they gotta be chill, but I'm gonna be so lost here. It's off. This is kind of a relaxing episode. This might be a shorter episode, just like with the last one being so long, right? If people go two in a row, then this one at least. Oh, I got a new message. This one will at least kind of like be more relaxing and more short. Especially if I can't figure out what's going on. If I really can't figure out what's going on and I have to play like for a little bit on my own, then I'll do that. What's this thing? Edible in an emergency. Minimal nutrition and hydration value. Oh. Well, that solves a problem. That food sound is something, huh? Marble, I'm in. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. People have been here before then. Like, our people. Because this is like our technology. Oh, wow, wow.
Integrating new PDA data.
Good God. I am sorry. What the heck? It was like it's a million times louder than every single thing in the game. Oh, we also have to like explore that area for more gold and diamond and stuff. Cause like we actually had a good thing going. All right, goodbye. Also thinking about like more editing stuff like that. I'm not sure. Like I think I asked this on a previous episode, but just to like clarify, make sure I did ask this. Like, what are your guys' opinion on editing? Do you want this to be continued to be like a VOD where it's mostly unedited, or like do you guys think that it should be partially edited where like certain parts that might just be boring or whatever get taken out and you just don't care as much about the commentary? Or do you guys want like a tightly edited kind of curated experience with games like this? Because I'm very curious like what everyone's kind of style is like now that they're feeling out this style. Like it's like is this it? That is my question today.
Preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death. Integrating new PDA data.
So, if you guys see me about to pick that up, that's a sound warning. That one just didn't warn us at all.
Blueprint acquired.
Alright, sound warning if I scan anything and if I pick anything up. That's gonna be the sound. Alright, so let's try and get over to this one. I know I've been told that some people enjoy watching, like, even if I'm not super... Even if I'm not, like, super... even if I'm not super, like, prodigal at the game, like, you know, me trying to figure out the first 2 episodes being pretty rough, just, like, interested in how, like, I kind of navigate the game, eventually, and, like, how the game systems might be, like, good or bad, or like, how I kind of interpret those systems and stuff, like a different perspective, right? So I appreciate that, and I hope that others feel the same. going on? Alright, so just sound warning for everybody, because I'm probably gonna end up scanning stuff. Here it is. Ready.
New blueprint acquired.
Go, we're doing them all in a row.
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
Alright. I like that sound. And now what? Because we saw these two up here, and we saw the other one down below. That sound. Did I not scan this?
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection in your system is progressing. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
Okay, so we have to find our way back, I guess? Or we have to swim back. And I'm not really feeling the swim back. I feel like this area is probably spooky. And also, we just got a message last episode, shortly before our ship, rescue ship blew up, that was talking along the signs of, like, some sort of alien presence, like, watching us, and, kind of, like, closing in. So, we are gonna have to be a little bit careful about that. That could be seen as a potential issue in the future. But who knows? We'll see. We'll do our best. Old, but it still looks fine. God, things expire so. Honestly, I should just do this for the water. Pick up new one. I dropped it. Alright. So. Oh, hey. Oh, that's probably where I died. I just, like, passed out. Oh, if that's where I died, that's tragic. Because that would mean... Oh, it is. Because I saw this little thing, and I was walking... Oh, no. If I was a little bit faster, I would have found food. That's so tragic. Oh, no. Man, that's insane. Okay, well... What can you do? If that's the case, then I kind of can retrace where I was going. It's kind of like in this direction. Yeah, there we go. So go back through the portal, go back home, I guess.
Huh?
That really did damage to me? This is gonna be loud, probably. Oh, no, we're good. Whoa! Okay. Alright. That's another way of going through a portal, I guess. Alright. So we're in pretty good shape. We have some food to, like, help us get by. But the one thing that, like, is really important for me right now is I do really want to get some of these, like, gold, diamonds, that sort of thing, that I did end up losing on my death. We do have a little bit of room. We have the stuff to eat on our way. Honestly, we could just throw out the stuff, eat that for additional food, water from. But yeah, we're on a limited supply here. We'll grab a little bit of lithium just in case we need it. And then we'll go from here just straight in trying to get better stuff.
Huh?
What was that? Oh, excellent. That is something that I do need. Oh, there's a lot of those guys. I'm getting caught on a lot of things. The collision is very strange. Diamond. Ooh, 2 diamonds in a row. 3? No. I went for that one. High strength out. Ooh, we do need some gold. Gold is really good for us because we already have stuff that we know for sure can do it. Need silver though. Okay, so how much diamond do we have? Like a handful. We have a decent amount of gold. We're gonna need. We are gonna need some silver at some point, but I don't think we're gonna have that available to us. That transported us to like another island, but oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There is a gigantic hole that is absolutely terrifying. And if I go in there and I die, then I lose everything that we have kind of like explored and grabbed. So like I'm kind of not vibing with that. Like we could maybe find a way to like create a loot box or like a chest or whatever and kind of have that way to store everything. Then we'd have to make the trip all the way over here again. I think honestly, if I do an episode and I honestly just like don't have anything that I know that I could do, I'll come back here and I'll kind of explore more because I do know that this is a good source of diamond and gold now. So like I'm totally chill with coming back here to grab that sort of stuff. So that thing teleported again. Oh, clutch. So freaking clutch. Do you have to, if memory serves, we have to surface once as we get to the edge of this biome. And like the fish. Oh, it's that thing. That's a way faster way. I should have just cut through there. What? These guys so grab a couple. Let these guys close up. Okay. It is really pretty though. Underwater is just like, it's when you're not like worried about your own safety, it's very, very, very pretty.
Oxygen.
High priority automated message from Aurora Live Pod 13 coordinates attack. Live Pod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kasa. I said Kasa. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay, that's kind of worrying. Yeah, so water, important. And we'll get ourselves set up for the next adventure, which looks like it's gonna be the, it looks like it's gonna be that, distress signal. We still didn't find the ingredients for Sea Glider Mobile. I might cheat and look that up. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, computer chip. How do you get computer chip? Copper wire and table coral. Okay, table coral is pretty easy to get. Oh, we can do this already. Oh, I thought it was advanced wiring that I needed. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm very curious about both of these now. I feel like I should have found something in one of the previous times that I went through. Oh, I should probably also unpin recipe. Okay. So let's put this on. And then I don't know about those. I was expecting to be flipping swarm. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. God, I'm going to one day learn this. Oh, I didn't need that. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm so silly. I'm so quirky. Okay. Let's fabricate another one of these chests real quick. Just so we can put our gold and everything away. Oh, that's not putting it away. That was actually perfect. Okay. And lead's like whatever, silicone rubbers, whatever. I wonder how to like power that. Alright. So that is a kilometer away. So what I'm gonna do, they're gonna save here, guys, and we're gonna go. Oh. That's cool that they pull you under like that. What sharks do? They grab your foot or whatever. They pull. At least that's what I've been told. All right, fine. There. Now I can do the outro. Thank you, Mr. Barracuda Shark thing, jerk. All right, so we're gonna face this direction so we know exactly what's going on. We did end up getting a big adventure in the last episode, and we kind of explored a couple more things. In this one, we learned a couple of new recipes. We got a lot of audio blasts from like discovering stuff, and yeah, like I think that we are now entering like a new kind of part of the game. We are seeing some weird things that we don't understand, but we're definitely noticing that there is some sort of at least alien presence here that is maybe hostile by the sounds of it. And now we are looking towards Life Pod 13. We might have some mysteries with that one. We'll see. knowing me, I'll go there, miss whatever's important, and kind of continue to just be derping around. But honestly, like, I have to say, so far it's been really fun, and I like that, like, it was starting to feel like I was starting to just kind of like be very static and nothing was really changing, and I feel like I was kind of like messing things up in a way. But the game at least kind of like changed the pacing a bit more, so that was kind of fun. So I don't know if that was intentional pacing, where things like you kind of like have the time to like get ready and get used to things and everything, and then like it kind of accelerates a bit more. But either way, it was fun, and I'm glad that there is something going on now. Um, and I'm hoping that I can get something a little bit more reliable than a tiny knife that doesn't have a very long range. Um, and maybe figure out batteries and stuff and figure out the scooter, because I think the scooter is going to be a big deal coming up. Because right now everything's pretty slow, but I'm sure that that's going to change, and the scooter also will just save us a lot of time. So I might I might cheat a little bit. I might look into how to get a scooter, what I'm missing, um, and then I'll just see the recipe, like what it's called. And if I don't know what it is, I don't know what it is. But I know to like keep an eye out for something called that. Um, I think that's kind of fair. It might be something as stupid as like titanium, and then I know what titanium is, you know. But it could be like a plant or something, and I just don't understand what the plant is. We have definitely seen that before. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, we're gonna try and get back to a regular schedule, at least for Subnautica. If anyone's interested in the Hollow Knight series, I think I'm gonna shift that over to be a stream game. It might get postponed just because, like, first off, I don't really feel like there's much um, interest outside of me in terms of like the people that I know are gonna watch, but also like I feel like when I started playing it that I'm not the type of player that gets the context clues fast enough. Like I get lost very easily. And so either that series is gonna have to be really heavily edited and I'm gonna have to find like someone that doesn't mind editing things down, or I'm going to have to do it on stream and then just do stream VOD uploads, because then at least people can talk to me and be like, "Oh, hey, you missed something," or something like that. Like a vague clue to be like, "Hey, like you have been where you need to be," like that sort of thing. Because even just like those subtle nudges, I think, are what make it a better stream game than for a video like this. So we might be changing games for the secondary game. Subnautica will just be a consistent upload, but the secondary game might change. And I have a couple ideas of what I would like to do. So you might end up seeing something different there. But overall, this is the main focus right now. And I hope you guys are enjoying it so far, because I am very much. All right. I'll see you guys later.